everyone. Welcome into another episode of Titans Tube. It's your OG host back, leading the weekly picks episode. I'm Caleb.
Good old weekly picks episode with Caleb and Amy.
Yeah, that's the new segment. So we're doing every NFL weekly pick. It's week 5 in the NFL. So
how is it already week 5? No idea.
I have no idea. Amy, do you have the score? Yeah, the results from last week. Who won the picks between me and you?
Before we can move forward to week 5, we have to look back at week 4 and see who had the best record between the two of us. And drumroll, please. Wow. Caleb, you had a record of 12-4.
Really?
Wow.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But Amy, you had a record of 11-5.
Oh, okay. So I won. Of course.
You
What's
won
new?
last week. Okay, this is a marathon now.
But that means I get to lead the picks again this week. 12-4, that's a pretty good record. I am definitely getting that first seed in the AFC. Okay, let's jump right into week 5 of the NFL. Here's our picks. Thursday night game. We have a horrible one between the Colts and the Broncos. Another primetime game for Denver.
People
Amy?
are really high on Denver this year.
Yeah, who do you got in this one?
Well, this is the battle between horses. And a colt is a baby horse, right? It's a baby Mustang. And a bronco is like the full evolution of a horse. So this is kind of an odd matchup in that way. But I'm going to pick, hate to say it, but I'm going to pick the Colts here.
Are you crazy? Okay, one, we're playing in Denver. We've been living in Colorado, so we know how hard it is to run at this elevation. Like run, yes. But they're going to be throwing and catching and running and tackling. And Jonathan Taylor's a little beat up. Is he going to play? We don't know. I'm going Broncos here. Russell Wilson's going to get it done at home. And yeah, that's hard to say because he hasn't been doing that well. But anyways, moving on. We got another London game across the pond, 7:30 a.m. So set your alarms, people, for Sunday morning. We have the Giants at the Packers. Surprisingly, both teams are 3-1.
Weird. Wow.
It is weird. Amy, I'm going to start with you again. Who do you have this week? Giants or the Packers?
The Packers have not, I don't know. They struggled last week against a battered Patriots team. But I still think they're going to get the win here. I think that overtime win that they got this last week is going to be like the catalyst for okay, yeah, we won, but we need to play better. And I think they're going to come out and do that in London against the Giants.
I agree with you. I don't think the Giants are as good as this 3-1 record they're boasting. Mainly their week 1 fluke win. Should have never happened. But yeah, they're definitely not going to win over in London against the Packers, even though the Packers' way of winning has not been sustainable.
Correct.
To quote Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. So we're both picking the Packers.
That ayahuasca's going to kick in the second he lands in England.
I don't know. Is it legal in England? He's going to have a hard time finding that ayahuasca over there. Okay, anyways, next game we got Steelers at the Bills. Steelers handing the reins over to Kenny Pickett. Bills are 14-point favorites at home. I'm not going to pick against the Bills right here. Steelers are in shambles. Amy, you feel the same way?
I completely agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clean sweep for the Bills. Next game we got Chargers at the Browns. Both teams 500 right now, 4 weeks in. This is a little bit of a hard one. Browns have surprisingly gotten a few wins behind the arm of Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett. But the Chargers looked pretty good last week. I'm going to pick them on the road here. I think Justin Herbert's got that arm to beat the Browns.
The Chargers are getting all their really fabulous and talented moving parts really pieced together. So I definitely think they're going to win against the Browns.
Another sweep. Okay, here we go. Bears at the Vikings. Vikings coming on strong this first quarter of the season at 3-1. Bears somehow have managed 2 wins behind the abysmal play of Justin Fields. I don't think I'm going to pick against the Vikings here. They're at home. Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson are unstoppable right now. So, who you got?
Yeah, I've got the Vikings as well.
Stop picking the same people as me.
Let me go first.
Okay, fine. Next up, we have Lions at the Patriots. Both teams 1-3. Amy, you go first here.
Thank you.
Pick
Thank you. I'm going to pick that high-powered offense of the Lions to win this game. Yeah, I mean, who knows how many points they're going to put up this time? 50? I don't know, but I think they're going to put up enough to win against the Pats in New England.
I am going to go with you. I think the Pats are, they're in disarray right now. They had to start or they didn't start, but they had to play their third string quarterback last week. He might get the start again this week, even if Hoyer's okay to go. Lions have the number 1 scoring offense in the NFL right now. And the number 32nd ranked scoring defense. So
it's a team sport, people. Got to play both sides of the ball.
Yep, all 3 phases. So, but I think the Lions are going to get the win here. Patriots, it's going to be a hard year, I think. It's going to be a hard year for those
rebuilding.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Seahawks at the Saints. Geno Smith playing out of his mind. Saints, I don't know what's going on with you. You got issues yourself, bro. AMC, you got
this one's
Seahawks or Saints.
This one's hard because I don't know what Seahawks team or what Saints team is going to show up. So, I'm going to go with the Saints here, really just because they're at home. I think that's just, of course that always plays to a team's advantage, but in this toss-up of who's going to show up and play how, I think that's going to be like what pushes them over the edge to the win.
I am going to go with the Seahawks here. I think they're going to continue their little hot streak. Geno Smith is having a little reblossoming of his career, a la Ryan Tannehill maybe a few years ago with the Titans. But yeah, I like what the Seahawks are doing so far. Next up, we have the Dolphins at the Jets. Might have been an intriguing game if Tua was playing. I almost tried to say his last name. I will.
Tagovailoa.
There you go. Tua.
Tagovailoa.
Close.
Oh, I'm saying
Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay.
Say that 5 times fast.
I always know how to say it, but then if I don't practice it for like 5 minutes, I lose it. So.
Yeah. Anyways, Dolphins playing up in New York. I'm actually going to go with the Jets here. Zach Wilson's back, and I think the Dolphins are going to have a little bit of a slump here while Tua is recovering from his multiple concussions. Amy, who do you have?
You know what? I'm actually going to go with the Dolphins here. I think that, Teddy Bridgewater is a steady backup quarterback to have starting for you. Also, I think... the Tua injuries and everything that's been going on with that obviously is just horrible and sad. I think that's going to fuel the Dolphins. They're going to take that and use it as fuel to win for Tua.
Win for Tua. Okay. Maybe go for 2 for Tua. Is that what
2 for Tua.
Go for Tua. Okay. Next we got the Falcons and the Buccaneers. A little divisional game. Oh, Marcus Mariota going to face the Tom Brady.
I know what you're about to call him.
Well, I meant to say the GOAT going to play Tom Brady is what I meant to say.
Well, you butchered it so bad.
I did. That's why I didn't say it. Anyways, Falcons at Bucks. AMC, you got.
I'm gonna pick the Bucks. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Bucks here.
Done. I am going to pick the Falcons.
You cannot pick against Marcus. You're going to pick the Falcons every game this season. Watch it. Just watch it. You're going to pick them every game. I'm going to pick
them every game, but I do think they have the special sauce to get it done. And Tom Brady, does he need a divorce lawyer? Who knows? Marcus doesn't. Okay, moving on. Texans and the Jaguars. I hate this game. AFC South. People are still picking the Jaguars to win the AFC South. What? No. But they are going to win here against the Texans because the Texans suck way worse than the Jags do.
Yeah. I agree. I am surprised by the Jags this season so far. Do I think they're going to win the AFC South? Hell no. But it's cute that they think they have a chance. But they're going to get the win over the Texans.
It's kind of cute until it's annoying. Just wait till we have to play them and stomp them. Mayor of Murfreesboro will pick off Trevor Lawrence 7 times. Take that to the bank. Okay. 49ers at Panthers. 49ers had a big win on Monday night at home, which I called because they are just... Jimmy Garoppolo is now undefeated in the regular season against the Rams.
But when it matters, he wasn't.
Well, we'll pass over that. Anyways, they're not playing the Rams this week. They're playing the Baker Mayfield-led Panthers, who are looking horrible. I am going to go with the 49ers here on the road.
Yep, very impressive that I saw from the 49ers on Sunday night. Loved their energy. Debo wants a ring. You can tell. So they're going to get this win over the Panthers to help get them there.
He got his money already, so... next up, Cowboys and the Rams. Cooper Rush, 3-0 this season, 4-0 on his career. Is there quarterback controversy brewing in Jerry World?
With how much they just paid Dak Prescott, no. So you've got Cooper Rush versus Cooper Kupp.
Sort of.
Ish.
Yes.
I don't know.
Who are you picking here?
Emphasize.
Rams at home, playing in SoFi.
Yeah. It's hard. This one's challenging, but it's hard for me to not pick against the Rams, even though they did look really off this last Sunday night. It's a divisional game. That shit happens in division games. I think they'll be able to pull it together and get this W out over the boys.
Well, I think I'm going to go with the boys here. I'm going to keep on picking Cooper Rush, even though Dak may start this week. Look, I'll do it this way. If Dak starts, Cowboys lose. If Cooper Rush starts, Cowboys win.
Not fair. You picked the Cowboys. You already said it. All right, let's move on.
All right, Eagles and Cardinals. Eagles, last undefeated team in the NFL. Battle of two birds. In real life, I would definitely pick Eagles over Cardinals. The Cardinals are pretty, and I'm going to pick them here as well.
What? The Cardinals?
Eagles. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
I said in real life the Eagles would beat the Cardinals, and as their mascot. So I'm picking them here again.
I'm going to pick the Eagles as well. They are not, mark my words, they're not going to have an undefeated season, but the Cardinals are not going to be the team to destroy that for them.
You make me want to change my choice now. Anyways, Sunday night, we got Cincinnati going to Baltimore. Division matchup here. This division hates each other all the way around.
They really do.
Ravens coming off of a crushing defeat with Buffalo coming back last week. Who do you got in this one, Ames? Baltimore, small favorite here.
Ravens blowing their second 17-point lead this season. You got to fix that. You're not going to win a Super Bowl with that kind of stat if that keeps continuing. But I am going to pick the Ravens. The Ravens are going to rave their way into a victory here.
I'm going to go with the road team here. I like what Cincy did last week on Thursday Night Football. They have their mini bye right here, 10 days to rest up for another primetime game against the Ravens. Yeah, Ravens, Lamar Jackson's looking incredible, but they can't figure out how to hold on to leads. And so that's a little troublesome this early on in the season. So yeah, I'm going to go with Cincy. Next up, Monday night game, another big one. AFC West division rivals Raiders going to Arrowhead to face the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes looked unstoppable on Sunday night against lowly Tom Brady. Ames, who you got in this one?
Okay, it was a little shade thrown. Oh my goodness, the Chiefs on Sunday night. I was so just entertained by the pure talent and creativity that Patrick Mahomes and just the whole Chiefs offense and Andy Reid bring to the table. When they show up like that, they are unbeatable. They are not going to lose if they can keep that up. I don't think they're going to lose here against the Raiders. I do think it's going to be closer. It's going to be a little messier than Sunday night was against the Bucs, just because it is a division game, but Chiefs are going to come away with that dub.
I like what you said about how it's a division game, because anything can happen in those, and I'm going to go with the Raiders. I think they're getting pretty desperate here. They cannot start their season 1-4 and think they're going to make the playoffs coming out of that division. Mm-hmm. And I think they won it. I think they're pretty desperate. They were a playoff team last year. They only seemingly improved their roster, but it hasn't worked out so far. And yeah, I think they're going to come out and make a statement on Monday night in Arrowhead. But lastly, the most important game of the week, Titans going up to the nation's capital to face off against the Commanders and Carson Wentz. I'm going Titans. And I think Derrick Henry's gonna run over the Washington Commanders.
I'm going Titans here too. I don't know, this game, it's gonna be Titans heavy. But you know what? I just have a request for the team. Could we score in the second half? That'd be pretty cool. I like us winning, but I would also like if we scored in the second half as well. I think that'd be a good goal to have for this game.
Maybe it's unlucky to score in the second half. That's why we haven't been doing it.
That's a bold statement to say, but only time will tell. We'll see.
Well,
Titans win.
That's what I like to hear. Well, that's week 5 of the NFL picks. We'll be back next week with week 6 picks. And I'm feeling pretty good about my 12-5 record to start off this pick season. So I got a little risky here in this next week. That's what happens. So we'll see how that turns out. Anyways, peace out.